Good now. I hope you are doing absolutely, positively, unequivocally. I'm sorry, would you give me just a moment? Absolutely, positively, unequivocally. Alright. Unmistakably, unquestionably, irrevocably, esoterically, emphatically, voluntarily, mysteriously, accidentally, occasionally, obnoxiously, expeditiously, nihilistically, absent-mindedly, optimistically, adventurously, inadequately, majestically, jubilantly, offensively, reassuringly, sheepishly, tremendously, recklessly, awkwardly, potentially, mechanically, supernaturally, asymmetrically, contemporaneously, topographically, unenthusiastically, placatingly, splentastically, splentastic. Welcome to a video where, obviously, as the title states, and as you can see here, I will be showing you how to krill your shelf. But you will be able to use the same method and apply it in other situations and applications, such as, and I'll be showing you one of those situations at the end of this video where I will be grilling myself for the first time on camera. I'm probably not going to grill myself at any other time in the future. Okay, now I know you're probably wondering, why would anyone want to grill their shelf? And that's a very good question. I was pondering that myself. Well, obviously, krill, as you can see here, and we're going to get to crinkling that little bag of krill in just a moment. Dried krill are just miniature shrimp, and they are a food source for various marine life, fish, turtles, etc. And so I got to thinking, well, that's all well and good that krill serve as a source of food, but what other purposes would krill or could krill serve? What else could you do with krill? And that's when the wheels began to spin, and I got the idea, well, why not krill a shelf? I think krill would make a great decoration and to display on one's shelf. So I went and acquired the shelf over there that we'll get to in a moment, and I took some krill, and this was a test run. I never did anything like this before in my life, and I poured some krill on this shelf, which I'm going to show you in just a moment. And that was it. I grilled my shelf. And I thought, wow, I really need to show this to other people, and hopefully it will help them. So here we are. Alright, so as you can see, I have a bag of freeze-dried krill, real krill, some white glue, which you don't necessarily need, but we're going to raise the bar us a more artistic experience, create an entirely new type of aesthetic, okay? And of course, a shelf over there at the end. So all you really need to grill your shelf is some grill and a shelf. The white glue is optional, but again, we're gonna raise the bar here and step this up to the next level. Okay, so why don't we get started? Let me show you the grill that I have acquired. And you can take a listen to the crinkly bag. So that's our grill. I'm just going to set that down out of view just a moment. Here is the white glue that we'll be using just a moment. shelf, maybe a white shelf, maybe you paint a white shelf in a pattern or different color combination. That's what's great about grilling your shelf, is you get to decide what kind of shelf you're going to grill. Okay? Alright, so let's get to it. Just move the glue out of the way. Put my shelf right down here. Okay, hopefully you can see that, okay. Now it's time to open the grill, the bag of grill. Again, this is freeze-dried grill. You are free to use any types of grill you want. Live grill might be difficult to work with though. Okay, and there you can see we have our grill. And all you have to do to grill your shelf is just pour as much grill as you like onto your shelf. Let's take a look. Alright, that looks like a pretty good amount. And you could probably finish right there. We could probably call that done. Just a moment. And you might take a look at that and say, wow, I've grilled my shelf. And you might be very satisfied and pleased with yourself, especially if this is your first time grilling your shelf. But, like I said in the beginning, we're going to raise the bar, take this to the next level. Okay, so let's just move our grill out of the way. Just gonna I'll let you listen to some of the sounds of the freeze-dried grill. 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 Does the sound of dried krill give you tingles? How about some krill ASMR? We'll just tap some krill together. They're kind of hard. Don't think they make much sound that way. We can like that. Gently break the krill apart. Maybe that will give you some ASMR and tingles. Krill ASMR. Okay. So, let's just remove some of this so we can apply our glue. Okay, so all we're going to do is take some glue. All we're going to do is take some glue. All we're going to do is take some glue. Glue, 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 grill, glue, grill, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue. Glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, grill, glue, glue, grill, glue, grill, 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 and just loosen the cap first. That helps, and you just want to apply. You can see that. Just apply a nice little amount of glue there. Okay, just like that. You don't want to overdo it. Just keep it like that. Then we're just gonna spread the glue around. Okay, and this is where it's up to you. Use your imagination. You get to determine where you want to glue the krill, how you want to grill your shelf. Okay? So just make sure we spread that out. Okay. Alright, and then hopefully it doesn't fall over. And you just start to grill your shelf. Take some grill. There you go. This is where you get to be creative and artistic. Give a little push. There you go. fancy. I like to be random, so curl there, curl over here. Put a grill up here. Okay. And there we go. And that's really how easy it is to grill your shelf. Now I showed you two ways. The very first simple way, just pouring the grill right onto the shelf, no glue. Just a big old pile of grill on your shelf. And of course, taking it to the next level and grilling your shelf in an artistic manner. Now, like I said in the beginning, now that we know how to grill our shelf this way, now we're at the point in the video where I'm going to grill myself to show you how easy it is for you to grill yourself using the exact same method that you just saw that I used to grill my shelf. Okay? So you'll be able to both grill your shelf and grill yourself and grill anything else you can think of. Like I said, you want to grill your pet, grill your dog, grill your cat, grill your turtle, grill someone you know and love, grill your partner, grill your sibling, grill your parents, whoever you can think of. Maybe even grill some random stranger you pass on the street. Of course, you might need their permission first. Alright? Now, I'm in the basement, so I have grilled my shelf in the basement, and now I'm going to grill myself in the basement. But you are free, again, to grill your shelf or grill yourself anywhere you so please. You want to grill your shelf or yourself in your basement, grill yourself in the attic, grill your shelf and yourself in the garage. You can do that. Or maybe you work at an office. You could grill your shelf and grill yourself at the office. You could even host your own grill party and invite friends and family over where everyone grills their shelves and then afterwards they grill themselves. So not only are there a lot of different things that you can grill, but there's a lot of different places as well that you could grill your shelf or even grill yourself or grill, anyone you know or whatever the situation might call for. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to grill myself now, and I'll show you how easy it is. Now I could just dump the grill all over myself. That's one way to grill yourself, but that's kind of messy, and I just prefer to do things with a little more artistic merit. So I'm just going to take some of the white glue. Just take a nice glob of that. Go. And I'm just going to apply some on my cheek right there. Apply some over here. I think that's good. Maybe take some my forehead. There we go. Right? And watch how easy it is for me to grill myself. Just like that, you see? Just take the grill. Just apply just like that. It sticks right to you. The same method that we used to grill my my shelf. I'm using to grill myself. And this is very relaxing. When I first did this, I didn't realize how therapeutic it is. Not just to grill my shelf, but to grill myself. Now, I've always thought about wanting to grill myself for a long time. I just never knew how to go about doing it. And well, now I know. How about a little bit? Right there. Tip of my nose, put a little grill. Right there. Okay. And that's really how simple it is. Just take some of that grill. Some right here. Okay. There we go. This, my friends, this is art. Okay? A lot of people might laugh at something like this, but they don't know. They can't appreciate art. But I know you can, my friends. Okay? You see how easy it is to grill yourself? Right? It's hard for me to see. I think there's some glue right there. Okay. There we go. And you can just go hog wild. You are free to grill yourself however you want, wherever you want. Okay, it's really up to your imagination. And that's all there is to it. So now you have the knowledge, my friend, to grill yourself, to grill yourself, to grill whatever you can think of, and wherever you like. Alright, so that's going to do it. Thank you very much for watching, and I wish you all my best, and the best of luck, whether you plan on grilling your shelf or grilling yourself. So long, and take care for now. I wonder what this tastes like. It's just dried shrimp after all. Can't be that bad, can it? How about some more crunchy